We're out.
Okay.
Hi, Vogue. I'm Selena Gomez.
And I'm Steve Martin.
And I'm Martin Short, and this is Off the Cuff.
What a delivery.
Thanks.
Wow.
All right, round one, icebreaker. What was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you?
Before we met.
I just thought that you were this phenomenally talented, ridiculously beautiful, very gifted artist.
Thank you.
But
Oh.
I've said this before, on my way to the first day of shooting, I thought, but she could be a nightmare. Because she's a pop princess, and she's been a star since she was a kid, and then I met you, and my heart burst. I knew right away that
You are a poet.
Wow, that's
you really
very
are.
sweet.
Not a good.
No, not a good
I love
poet.
that,
I
yeah.
had heard of Selena Gomez and appreciated it, but I didn't really know. So I thought I'm going to Google her, and then I say, but first I'm going to look up my credits. So I look up my credits, and they're like this long. And then I look up Selena's, and it's like page after page after page. And I realize she's more of a professional than both of us.
No.
I have a question for Selena.
Ooh.
What was the first concert you attended?
That would be Britney Spears.
Wow.
Ooh, how old were you?
I think I was 11.
How about you, Steve? What was the first concert you ever went to?
Greek theater to see Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Wow.
And my girlfriend, Nina, was a dancer in the show. I'm whispering to the people next to me, go, my girlfriend's a dancer.
Oh,
on that
that's so cute.
Now I have a question. What's your first stop when you arrive in New York City? I know the bathroom for you. And what else?
I just love being on set. When I'm in New York, I love getting cozy in my apartment and then being on set.
I don't know what, I mean, the first thing I do is my tradition is to take a full sponge bath.
Oh.
A what?
Sponge bath.
Sponge bath.
Yeah. With
Does
Lumet.
someone
Lumet.
administer to or you meet someone?
I meet someone and I
Yeah.
say, are you into sponge baths
that-
the way I am?
Yeah.
Round two.
Okay.
Personal
Oh,
questions.
round two.
All right, guys. Favorite character you've ever played aside from Only Murders?
I'll raise my hand. Oh, you're thinking? Roxanne. C.D. Bale.
Oh,
Oh.
It was like a fun character to play. It was alive and kicking, had a lot of energy.
had a
Was
big
it
nose.
cheaper by the
Big nose.
dozen?
Marty.
Listen, I've played so many characters and I suppose they're all my children. So I love them all.
That's not a good answer.
Oh.
I would have to say that your favorite character is the most extreme. And the one that to me is the most extreme is the parody of Wizard of Oz guy bouncing off the fence.
Dale O'Day.
I've never seen that.
What is it?
Dale O'Day.
Dale O'Day.
Oh, now I feel left out.
Worst or most memorable audition experience?
Ooh, well, I was auditioning for a commercial for Tang, the orange drink. And I walked in and there were 8 guys there and they all looked exactly like me. So I had an 8x10 and as a joke, I took a Sharpie and drew a mustache and a goatee on my 8x10. And then I went into the bathroom and drew a mustache and goatee on my own face. And I walked in and they just looked at me and went, yeah, have you read the copy? It completely bummed. I had to go, yeah, not really.
You're like about that.
Oh yeah, it was a failure. Didn't get it.
For me, it was probably, I don't remember what I was auditioning for at the time, but I had turned beet red because I was so nervous and I was sweating.
How
And
old?
Probably 21.
Oh my God.
It was like a big deal and it
Did you get it?
Well, no.
Hey, fellow castmates.
Hi.
Was there a role you wish you got to play? Selena?
No, I think there are genres and movies that I love, but I think a part of why I love them is that they do have the right cast for it.
Well, no, there are roles that you would be right for. Like, for example, throw Mama from the Train, the role of Anne Ramsey, the mother. Edward, she's upside down. I don't know. I think you have range.
Selena has no idea what you're talking about. It's the movie
By
is
the way,
before her
nor
time.
does America.
Yeah. You had to update your references by 15 years, say.
Oh, I have a good one for you guys. What's the greatest misconception about being a comedic actor?
Well, it's changed. When you start out being a comedian, you're expected to be funny all the time. When you go into a room, you're expected to be funny. But my act was so extreme that I couldn't be. People would have hated me if I was like that.
They hated you anyway.
Yeah, they hated me anyway. But also, I mean, now, I feel like we are, funny on and off screen. I think the greatest misconception is when people say, you'll just come out and you'll do 5 minutes.
Right.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
That takes like 2 months. And experience and trying it out and writing and throwing stuff out. Just do the 5 minutes, it'll be fine. It's easy.
Well, I think comedic actors are interesting combinations because to make it interesting, it has to be real, but then you have to find out what's funny about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I think, but the main core is making it real.
Round 3.
Oh.
Selena!
Oh, dear.
Do you have a favorite Mabel look from any season of OMITB?
And this one is probably not what people would expect, but I wore this orange jumpsuit in season 1 when you were using the locks to get in. And I thought that was such a cool look. It felt very effortless.
To me, your entrance on episode 1, walking down the street, is an iconic moment. I mean, you're going to see that in your histories. That's going to be the first thing.
Dua Lipa song, and I love that one guy who says, "Where you going, girl?"
He says, "Where you going looking so tough?"
That's it. I have a question
Okay.
for Steve. What was the most challenging scene to film this season?
This season.
It's a trick question because you never pulled one off.
Yeah.
But if you had to
this
decide,
season, you mean
what would you
season
say
4?
was the most challenging scene to film this season for?
Well, there is a shot that you're in too, and that made it doubly hard, where we're climbing on ledges.
That's right.
Ledges. That's like acting with dinosaurs and green screen, so you have to pretend that you're, 200 feet up in the air. And I'd call it that. Okay, I guess I'll go with that.
What do you enjoy the most about playing Oliver?
I love playing Oliver's narcissism. I love his attempts at being hip when he calls Steve bruh or dude. Nothing is funnier than a 74-year-old trying to be hip.
All right. It is the lightning round.
Oh, I love lightning round.
I love the lightning round.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Okay, oh dear.
Yeah.
Brat summer or demure autumn?
Demure autumn.
I'd have to go with demure autumn.
Yeah.
I have one.
Y'all don't
I don't really know
any
what
of
either
this
of them
means.
mean.
Yeah, it's
so
okay. I'll teach you later.
I'm going with
Okay.
demure.
Selena?
Go.
Left or right?
Ask me that.
We'll get to it
Okay,
when
okay, go ahead.
Selena answers.
Okay, go ahead.
Needy.
Right.
Left or right?
Right?
Left or right?
Right.
Wow, that was interesting.
Overdressed or underdressed?
Underdressed.
Underdressed.
Voice note or text message?
Voice note.
Well, yeah, but you also, you.
No, I do both, but I like hearing someone's voice. Morning or night?
Morning.
Morning.
Night.
Podcasts or audiobooks?
Podcast.
Podcast.
New York or LA? That's hard.
That's a tough one.
Hard.
That's really tough.
New York because, that's where my family is and my child goes to school. And
I've lived here too long. LA.
you have your
I have
sponge
my
baths
family.
there.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have my family here, so.
Yeah, right.
Favorite song to listen to?
As of now, probably.
Can we include our own? I've recently been listening to the song Fish Heads. Do you know the song Fish Heads? Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Did you have...
No, the reason I've been listening
No, but
to
let
it-
me ask you something. Because I think it answers a question we all have. Did you have a head injury this morning?
Favorite age time in your life? Now, for me.
I'd say now.
For me, the whole journey.
Favorite time of the year?
Fall.
Christmas.
I'd call it.
We're out of time. Thank you so much.
Sorry, Vogue. We love you.
I don't care what time of the year it is as long as it's 73 degrees.
I feel like I learn something new about you guys every day. And it's not, always like the best.
No, it is. I have learned stuff about Steve that I have gone to a hypnotist later to try to forget and take out of my system.
I try not to learn from anybody.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
This has been Off the Cuff.
And we'll see you next time.